Hey guys, be here with First Four Fridays for this Friday, March the 5th? I think it's the 5th. Today we're going to be reading the first four pages of Super Fake Love Song by David Yoon. So I'm going to read the description first, and then we'll get right into the first four pages. When Sunny Day, self-proclaimed total nerd, meets Cirrus So, he can't believe how cool and confident she is. So when Cirrus makes Sunny's older brother Gray's bedroom with its electric guitars and rock posters for Sunny's own, he kind of accidentally winds up telling her he's the front man of a rock band. Oops. Before he knows it, Sunny is knee-deep in the lie. He ropes his best friends into his scheme, begging them to form a fake band with him, and starts wearing Gray's rock and roll cast-offs. But no way can he trick this amazing girl into thinking he's cool, right? Just when Sunny is about to come clean, Cirrus asks him to play sometime. Gulp. Now there's only one thing to do. Fake it till you make it. Sunny goes all in on the lie, and pretty soon the strangest things start happening. People are noticing him in the hallways, and he's going to football games and parties for the first time. He's feeling more confident in every aspect of his life, and especially with Cirrus, who's started to become not just his dream girl, but also the real deal. Sunny is falling in love. He's having fun. He's even becoming a rocker, for real. But it's only a matter of time before Sunny's house of cards starts tumbling down. As his lies begin to catch up with him, Sunny Day is forced to wonder whether it was all worth it, and if it's possible to ever truly change. From New York Times best-selling author David Yoon comes an inventive new romantic comedy about identity, perception, and how hard it can feel sometimes to simply be yourself. Super Fake Love Song. Sorry, guys. Super Fake Love Song. What is the most embarrassing thing you've ever done for love? Once upon a time, a girl sent flowers to herself from a fake secret admirer to draw attention from a boy, only to be found out by the boy's friend's mother, who owned the flower shop. Once upon a time, a boy crashed his car with that of a boy's just for a chance to talk to him, only to send them both to the hospital and get charged with gross negligence. Once upon a time, a girl faked a French accent at her new school to pique the interest of a Francophile girl, only to be busted by the arrival of an actual French student. Once upon a time, a boy faked being the front man of a rock band in order to impress a girl, only to... Origin. Every superhero has an origin story. Every villain has an origin story. Every loser has an origin story, too. Did you know that? I do. My time of judgment officially fell one moment in middle school. This one moment clearly defined me as a loser. This one moment cast my loserdom into cold carbonite. I was 13. My family had only recently moved from the tiny, humble hamlet of Arroyo Plato to the sprawling opulence of Rancho Ruby. I had returned from math to find my locker hanging ajar, its padlock somehow picked. We had lockers in middle school. I missed the backpack hooks of my old school of yesteryear and their implicit belief in the goodness of society. And I liked to keep my paladin figurine on the topmost shelf to visit between classes. A paladin was a warrior blessed with the power of divine magic. I had scraped the figurine into form by my own hand from a small block of plaster, then painted it, then sprayed it with a clear coat to protect against scratches. The sword, the shield, the sigil, the spurs. It was my one and only copy. I hadn't learned how to cast molds yet, or electroplate, or airbrush, or any of the other things I would later master. On this day, I opened my locker to discover the figurine had gone missing. In its place was a line, drawn in white chalk, leading down and away, Scrawled instructions read, "This way, sunny day." I knew the clumsy handwriting. I suspected it was that of Gunnar Schwinghammer, who had been born as a fully grown man-child and wowed the adult administration with his preternatural, I don't know that word, ability to catch and run a football with high school level acumen. David Yoon's throwing some words at me. While my friend count never grew beyond 2, Milo and Jamal, Gunnar's friend count was always increasing. And indeed, as I followed the line past the water fountains and down the breezeway, I glanced up to see Gunnar following me with glittering eyes. I shook him off. Gunnar weighed 52,000 pounds. I weighed 6. Gunnar was royalty incumbent. I was a serf with stinking mud caked on my boots. For now, I could only hope that the figurine hadn't gotten dinged beyond the point of reasonable repair. I continued to follow the line of chalk as it skipped over cracks and jumped down a curb and into the fresh, stinking black of the parking lot. Almost there, pubic hair. How far did this stupid line go? As far as the last car and into the eraser-red concrete of the baseball area. Down 3 quick steps, careening right into the shade of an empty dugout. Around me, the indifferent sun was busy sparkling the dew of another beautiful morning laden with the scent of fresh-cut grass, which was actually a distress chemical released by the mutilated blades in an anguished effort to repair themselves. The line finally came to rest in the perpetual darkness between the fiberglass benches. Prize-a-palooza, you total nerd loser. What I saw was worse than all the looks and all the whispers. What I saw would always be worse than all that Gunnar would come to offer. The outright name-calling, the cafeteria tray-flipping, the body checks in the hallway. All the stuff that would follow me past middle school and across the quad into the domain of senior high. What I saw was my first warning ever. Pallid and gray, had been worn down to a nub because the figurine itself had been used to draw the line that led me here. This, the line warned, marks the end of your childhood. And from that day on, I understood. I understood that here, in Rancho Ruby, no part of my 13-year-old self was up to standard. I understood that from now on, every day was a new day in the worst possible way. Each day I would be challenged, and each day I would likely fail. I could not afford to cry. Everywhere was now a dangerous place. So I kicked a hole in the orange earth with my heel and dropped the chunk in. I covered it over. I stumped thrice to mask the seam. And I stepped back into the sun to survey the new realm before me. And that, dear friends, is the end of the first 4 pages of Super Fake Love Song by David Yoon. This book is available for you to check out at the library, along with other really awesome young adult books. So if you think that you would like to read this book, come in and check it out today. It's ready for you. Until next time, be safe, take care, wash your hands, and we'll see you on the next First for Friday. All right, bye guys.